Did you know that most of the USA-Canada border is just a narrow, cleared strip of land? Known as the Slash, this 20-foot wide clearing stretches for 5,500 miles from Maine to Alaska, marking the longest undefended border in the world. Wherever trees once stood, they were cleared to create this visible boundary. But it's not just a strip of forest. There are also around 8,000 boundary markers, or monuments, placed along the border to ensure it's clearly identifiable, even in remote areas. These invisible markers, some of which are in wilderness regions, are maintained by the International Boundary Commission, which also cuts back any new growth every 5 to 15 years. And interestingly, the maintenance of the Slash costs each US taxpayer only about 50 cents per year. Despite the peaceful nature of the border today, it wasn't always that way. In the 19th century, there were several border disputes, such as the Aroostook War between Maine and British-ruled New Brunswick over timber rights. Though it's known as a war, it was a bloodless conflict that further shaped today's boundary. The border has also seen its share of smuggling activity. During Prohibition in the 1920s, alcohol was smuggled into the US from Canada. Even today, certain areas remain hotspots for illegal crossings and drug trafficking. Still, no fences or military presence divide the two countries. Crossing the border isn't as simple as stepping over the Slash. Residents of both nations must use designated checkpoints. In some quirky places, like the Northwest Angle in Minnesota, you even have to pass through Canada to get to a part of the United States. So, while it's the longest border in the world, the USA-Canada line remains a peaceful but fascinating feature of North American geography.